Hey, Chris Dale here, beatdiabetesblog.com. Just taking a quick little walk here on my lunch hour. I'm going to go through the back of the parking lots where I work. I work in a corporate building. Just passed up the DaVita dialysis clinic. See all these people that have diabetes that haven't treated their disease. It's progressed so bad. Well, today in this video I want to show basically just me walking on my lunch hour break for about 20 minutes. I want to see how it affects my blood sugars. Now, I just took it and it was 281, so that's 281, and it's really bad. So as you can tell, my diabetes is out of control. I started intermittent fasting. With intermittent fasting, I'm not eating till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon with my first mini meal. Second mini meal will be 30 minutes after that, and then just shortly after that I'll have my dinner. So I've been doing a program for the last couple of days after restarting it and failing for a couple of weeks, but I'm dedicated to get it down. I'm going to see that my blood sugars are going to drop. So that brings you to the point. When should you check your blood sugars? Obviously everybody checks them in the morning when they're fasting, but I want to see how things happen throughout the day. I'm not eating too many meals. I've condensed my eating window to about 3 to 4 hours now, but I'm still having like tea, which has caffeine in it, which makes your blood sugar potentially spike. It's supposed to not do it much, but the caffeine does have an effect. So I'm working out that right now. I did have a tea at 10 o'clock this morning, and it's about 1 o'clock right now, so 3 hours later. And I want to see how my blood sugars do. When I woke up this morning, I was at 257. So for some reason, I'm up to 281 without even eating. So there's a lot of stuff going on in my body that I'm still trying to dial in. But I do want to see what this exercise has on it, what kind of effect I have after walking for about 20 minutes. I suspect it will go up a little bit of a spike, but then over the long term it will go down. When I've done intense exercise, like CrossFit style exercise, and I've been working out with weights or anything like that, sprinting, running, I'll see an initial burst and it will go down. But this is supposed to be your aerobic exercise where I'm able to breathe and I'm able to talk to you on the video, and it's supposed to be easy for people who have diabetes, who can't do the heavy duty workouts. So I'm going to go ahead and check it in about 20 minutes from now. I suspect it's going to improve over the long term, but I've got a lot of work to do to clean up my cells and get them activated. They're overclogged with sugar right now, and there's not a lot I can do to change that besides the diet. The exercise is what makes things mobilize, but I know the diet is the key, and diet is going to be where it changes things. So I will be going on a little break. I'm going to cross the street and go to a place that's not just full of cars and businesses, but it's actually a nature path, and I'll meet up with you in just a moment. All right, I've crossed that busy street. Let me get this camera so it doesn't shake so much, drive you crazy. And you can see behind me, it's a huge Stockdale Highway, Truxton Exchange, very busy road, lots of cars, smells terrible. I want to get out in nature and continue to get that fresh air into my body. Oxygen in the cells is very important, especially when you sit for hours on end, which I do quite a bit doing my marketing gig. It's so easy to get sucked into a computer, and I got to get out and stretch my legs. So I'm going to hit this bike path. Hopefully I didn't get run over, but that's how it goes out here. I want to see what we can see. This is a riverbed. It's dried out right now. You can see right over there. So sometimes they do fill it up, and it's nice to get a little bit of a river coming through. Right now, got some squirrels out here. They're getting nuts. Feels like nature. It's a home away from the corporate office. So back to what I was saying about blood sugars. Now, when I was seeing my holistic doc about 5 years ago, he informed me that most people take their blood sugar after about an hour. They do a fasting blood, not a fasting blood sugar, but they do an analysis about an hour or 2 hours later. And he informed me that the best time to actually take it is 30 minutes after you eat a meal. Then you'll really see how your body is reacting. You want to see the highest spike of your blood sugar. So that's a key. I always take it 30 minutes after a meal to see how my body's reacting. I want to see how bad I can get. And I've been up into some pretty high numbers. Some are a little scary. 453, 475 was the highest I ever achieved. It's not an achievement, it's really a downgrade. That was just a month ago that I saw that number. And it doesn't really scare me, to be honest, because I know my body is insulin resistant right now. I do have a lot of side effects from the uncontrolled diabetes. Pain in the feet, stabbing pain. I can't stand to be on my feet too long, especially with the job I'm doing right now, where I go out and petition. It's really hard on my legs, and the next few days are really painful. I feel very unclear in my mind. I get a lot of problems with focus. I get scatterbrained when my blood sugars are very, very high. I've never really had too bad of a stomach issue going on, but I do have a problem with erectile dysfunction just because of the hormones being off and not having the right blood flow. So I want to get that stuff straightened out, and I know it all has to do with blood, sugar in the blood and the blood sugars. I got to get my cells clean so that I can reactivate all my hormones and get them properly adjusted. So if you learn anything today, it's when to take your blood sugars. You should be taking it at a variety of times. After you eat, after you exercise, right before you go to bed, so you can see if you're getting the effects of sugar rising overnight. And that's basically it. I want to share those 2 tips. That's watch how you exercise and watch when you are taking your blood sugar after you eat a meal. And then you'll get a better dialed in on how your body's working. Now I've reversed diabetes at least one full time. I did it within a few weeks, really. I would say 3 to 4 weeks. Things were looking really good. Hey there, how you doing? There's our first biker. You want to be doing this on a consistent basis. I feel like with the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting, I finally found the solution for diabetes. I did it with a raw vegan diet before. It was awesome. I felt great, but I couldn't sustain it long term. I went to a vegan diet. It didn't work out. Blood sugars increased again. Fruit didn't work out. So I'm really going to have to limit the carbs, do a little bit of moderate protein, and then obviously hit the fats pretty hard. That's the healthy fats. Avocados, love them. Avocados, guacamole for days is what I like to eat. Throw in plenty of salad, and then healthy nuts and seeds. So we're talking about almonds and walnuts, olive oil, coconut oil, almond butters. So there's a whole bunch of great solutions to the diet. I'm also off the vegan path. I'm using eggs, pasture-raised eggs. Those definitely help. And so I'll continue to bring out the foods that I eat and talk about the program that I'm doing. All right, so it's about 30 minutes after. I was gonna check it sooner, but I just did my walk. I'm gonna go ahead and do my blood sugar test right now. See if I can pull this off. All right, so I just pricked my finger. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the best I got here. All right, so let's see what it comes up to. This is 20 minutes of walking, and it already went down to 203. So that's after 25 minutes of walking. I was 281 right when I took it, so you can see a massive drop in blood sugar just from walking 25 minutes. So you don't have to go 30, 40, just to do a little bit, and you can see how it affects your body. So proud of myself. That looks really good. I'll check it in another hour and see where we're at. This is right before my first mini meal. This is about 1 hour after mini meal number 1. About to eat mini meal number 2. Blood sugar went up, 29 points. And this is my blood sugar after mini meal number 2. Went up about 7 points. About to have the big meal today. Just wanted to get this video out there, take you out in nature, and share a couple of things. Alright, so if you like my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to me. I'm going to produce a lot of content. I know that things have been erratic before where I tried to get content out, but I'm dialing in what I need to do. So thank you for watching this video. Give me a comment below, and I'll talk to you soon.